You're watching Inside Durango TV Sports with Jordan Alexander, your source for information about sporting events in Southwest Colorado.
Fort Lewis basketball took to the court for an emotional weekend of farewells for the 2014 senior class. For the women's side, Christy Grow, Erica Richards and Ashley Kutcher were honoured for their Skyhawk careers, while on the men's side, Mike Matthews, Wes McKenzie, Nick Tomzik and Oscar Garcia all received recognition of their achievements at the final regular season games of the season on March 1st. Let's start with Friday night's action, when both teams took on Western State Colorado University. The matchup saw four different Skyhawks score double figures in their 88-61 win over the visiting Mountaineers. Throughout the season, we have consistently seen big performances from the three senior women, Richards, Grow and Kutcher. Friday was no different as Richards led Fort Lewis with 20, Grow followed behind with 14 and Kutcher completed the senior point spree with 11. Junior Kylie Magazzini began preparation for her senior year, joining her superiors in the high scores with 11 of her own points. Magazzini further added 6 rebounds, 4 of which were offensive. Certainly one to watch come next season. Fort Lewis improved on the previous weekend in February and shot 46.9% from the floor through 30 made shots from 64 attempts. They shot 90% from the charity stripe and forced Western State Mountaineers to concede 21 turnovers. Saturday's senior day absolutely delivered with both entertainment and emotion against second-ranked Colorado Mesa University. Fort Lewis put on their best performance of the season to end Mesa's 25-game winning streak and earn a third seed in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference playoffs. In the upset, the three Skyhawk seniors turned up the heat to see out their final league game. Erica Richards was unstoppable as she routed the Mavericks with a career-high 37 points. What a way to finish up your Fort Lewis career. Christy Grow hit big again with a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds, and Ashley Kutcher followed with 8 points and 6 assists. Stats like that will be sorely missed next season. Fort Lewis led throughout the first half and were the better team by 7 points at half-time. The game was tied at 41 in the second half, but the Skyhawks regained the lead and kept it until 4 minutes and 54 seconds from time, when Erica exploded in a flurry of baskets to win the game 76-70. The Mesa Mavericks were held to a 38.8 shooting percentage, a far cry from their usual average of 46.1. The winner earns the Lady Hawks the number 3 seed in the postseason playoffs. They'll host University of Colorado at Colorado Springs in Whalum Gymnasium. In Friday night's second feature, Alex Herrera again recorded a double-double for Fort Lewis men's basketball. His 10th double-double of the season from 14 points and 12 rebounds gave Fort Lewis the edge they needed to sink the Mountaineers 76-62. Nick Tomzik scored a game-high 23 points, Mike Matthews contributed 9 points, and Cade Kloster joined the action from the bench to also post 9 more points. The Skyhawks dominated Western State at both ends of the court, as the home side pulled down 17 more rebounds to post a total of 47. Despite the overwhelming persistence of Fort Lewis's defence, the Mountaineers only gave up 6 turnovers, and their 6'3" sophomore Jordan Adams sneaked 22 points past Bob Hoffman's side. The final game of the weekend saw the men's side take on Mesa Mavericks, and what appeared to be a done deal quickly became an exciting race to the finish. The Skyhawks led by 19 with 12 minutes left in regulation, but a brace by Mesa saw them overtake Fort Lewis by 1 point with only 38 seconds left. Ultimately, Mesa fell to their own demise after needless fouls gave Nick Tomzik and Mike Matthews 2 free throws each to win the game 84-80. Fort Lewis earned the 4th seed playoff and faced 5th seed CSU Pueblo. And with basketball season almost over, the baton now passes to lacrosse and softball to provide our weekly collegiate sports fix. You may remember that on last week's show I mentioned that the FLC lacrosse team prepared a surprise video for us. Therefore, without further ado, it is my honour to introduce you to Fort Lewis Lacrosse 2014. Wow, that's going to send shockwaves around the RMAC conference. Lacrosse travelled to Alamosa for their first regular season match up against the Adams State Grizzlies. The Skyhawks' fierce offense turned Grizzly Bears into teddy bears as Fort Lewis overpowered Adams State 19-9. The goals were spread around fairly evenly across the team. Ellie Carpenter led the Skyhawks with 4 goals and 2 assists. Attacking midfielder Brooke Wineland added 3 goals alongside 7-1 ground balls. The other multiple scorers came in the form of seniors Ali Kavidra, Kylie Smith and sophomore Carly Smoke. Goalie Alyssa Spencer kept things relatively clean at the back with 4 saves from 13 shots the Grizzlies threw at her. Coach Kelsey McDonald's Blue and Gold Army returned to Alamosa on March the 5th for a non-conference match against Shorter University from Georgia. Fort Lewis's softball team members must be suffering from a certain ringing in their ears. And the cause? Well, it's none other than the constant ping, ping, ping of Chelsea Rodriguez's bat as she rifles another home run out of the park. This weekend, Rodriguez scored her 34th home run to make her the all-time Fort Lewis College home run leader. She broke the record during the Skyhawks' 4th game of the 4-game weekend against Western New Mexico and Adams State. The Skyhawks won 1 and lost 1 each against the 2 teams. Again, Saturday's snowstorm interfered with the game, therefore the 6-game pod was moved to Bloomfield, New Mexico, to be played on Sunday and Monday. Between basketball and softball, it was definitely a weekend for upsets, as the Skyhawks' first win came against Adams State, the number 1 ranked team in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. The Adams State Grizzlies hit the scoreboard first before Adriana Rostenhauser hit a home run to tie the game at the bottom of the first. 4 runs in the third came from Rostenhauser's single to score Missy Fundora before Destiny De Herrera cleared the bases with a 3-run homer to bring in additional runs from Rostenhauser and Caitlin Bending. FLC continued with 2 runs in both the 4th and 5th innings and 4 more in the 6th to give the Skyhawks the run rule win. Kylie Raike commanded from the circle for the entire 6 innings. She gave up only 4 runs on 7 hits. The second win came against Western New Mexico. Missy Fundora answered Western's 2 early runs with her 3rd home run of the season. With 2 outs and bases loaded, Nikki Klepfer capitalized on an error to reach first base and score Mindy Thompson to tie the game 2-2. Thompson hit big to score runs from De Herrera and herself. That gave the Skyhawks a 4-2 lead. The game was tied 5-all before Haley Bolliard hit a single late in the 7th inning to earn the 6-5 win in Fort Lewis's College's favor. Kylie Raike again picked up the win as she pitched the whole game with 5 runs, 2 earned off 7 hits. The Skyhawks now head to South Dakota for a 4-game series against the Black Hills State University Yellow Jackets. Visit GoSkyhawks.com for live stats. Erica Richards' massive senior night helped her to win the Fort Lewis College Skyhawk of the Week. In the upset over number 2 ranked Colorado Mesa University, Richards made 11 out of 17 field goals, 5 out of 8 3-pointers, and nearly all of her free throws for 10 out of 13. In Richards' last career conference game, she posted a game-high and career-high 37 points. The guard from Mesa, Arizona added 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Richards was on fire throughout the game, which was evident in only 2 minutes of rest on the bench. A well-used player. The previous night, Richards shot perfectly from the free throw line and recorded 20 Skyhawk points against the Mountaineers. In total, Erica Richards finished the weekend with averages of 28.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and a shot percentage of 56.7. After Saturday's final buzzer, with an unprecedented win and 37 points, Richards was overcome with emotion, and rightly so. What a way to finish off your collegiate career. Alex Herrera's double-double performance on Friday and high points game the next night have earned him the prestigious crown of Skyhawk of the Week. The junior center hit 14 points and 12 rebounds for another high stats performance against Western State Mountaineers, with the additions of 4 blocks and 1 steal against Mesa State on Saturday. Ignacio Born Herrera had 3 more blocks and 7 rebounds to add to his 22 points. Herrera's weekend gives him 92 blocks in the season, and he sits 6 shy of the school record for blocks with 202. With his senior year ahead of him, this looks like a record he will trump quite quickly. How time flies when you're having fun. That's it for another edition of Inside Durango Sports. Be sure to tune in next week to see how FLC basketball fare in the playoffs. For Inside Durango Sports, I'm Jordan Alexander.
Thanks for watching Inside Durango TV Sports. Tune in every Thursday for more sports headlines.